Ladies and gentlemen, the 2.5 Amigos.
God, these guys are loco.
If you're looking for a responsible, mature podcast, this ain't it. If you're looking for a lot of drinking, random nonsense, stunts, and shenanigans, you've hit the jackpot.
It's the 2.5 Amigos.
With your hosts, Albert, Scott, and Mark.
Oh, it's doing promos.
Promos. Got him.
Okay.
Boom. Promos. Live at the Cash Now Home Studio. Cash Now Homes. Buy or sell homes fast. What's wrong?
No, go ahead.
Oh. Sell homes in less than 7 days. Call 602-975-3920 or go to cashnowhomesaz.com. Make your home goals possible. Expanse Real Estate Team looking to sell your next home, buy your next home. Contact the Expanse Real Estate Team at gmail.com. Looking for a studio time to record podcasts, stand-up act, jokes, writing, or social media filming content. Absurd Broadcasting at gmail.com for special prices and schedules today. Searching for custom t-shirts, decals, and other items that you need for your personal or business needs. Check out Redhead Printing on Facebook, redheadprinting at gmail.com. Use Amigos and to save 10% on your next order.
Ooh, fancy.
Boom.
So joining us today is Michael Cardoza, a local Phoenix comedian, a podcaster yourself.
Yep. Just
Awesome.
started.
Just
Nice.
started.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we started a year ago, and we had the idea, the Fermunda show, but we were really having some. It's kind of embarrassing because
it's not. Don't worry.
I'm a technical guy.
Yeah.
But we couldn't figure out the technical aspects of the podcasting thing,
Okay.
like how to get it on iTunes and all that other
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
shit. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it literally took us a year to figure it out. So technically, new.
Yeah.
We are new.
Yeah.
We just started yesterday too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Don't worry. Coming up soon, it's a new year.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? So it's going to be
Year two.
year two of
On the podcasting network, we're about 7 episodes in.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, once your first couple, those are your rough ones.
Yeah.
They are.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, it's like
Go back to
you're like what do I do with my hands kind of thing, and like I mean, once you get like through that kind of feel of it,
La 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 la.
yeah. See, like that.
Yeah.
Once you get through it and like feel like fuck it,
Yeah.
then you're fine.
I have to force myself to smile
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I listen to myself and I really sound monotone. Like,
Yeah.
on there. Like I
Yeah.
just sound boring, man.
Don't worry. I mean,
But because I'm more of I'm a video guy, and I'm
Yeah.
used
Do you
to
do
being
video
on-
yet or no?
Well, I have tons of videos on YouTube,
Yeah.
and comedy sketches that I've
Yeah, yeah.
directed, wrote everything, and acted in them and stuff. So I mean, I have experience in acting. So when I'm in front of the camera, like I kind of know like my facial expressions, and
Oh, I'm
especially
glad
on
we went
stage,
live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we live? We're live.
Yeah,
we
Yeah.
are
Okay. Good.
live. Yes.
Good.
We have Paco, which I want to talk to you about that. He said, "What up, jerks?"
What's up, Paco?
Josh Harrison is tuning in.
What's up, Josh?
I'm a little disappointed in Paco and his tamale eating though.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
as a Mexican, I'm a little offended. So
Me too.
yeah,
Did you hear of the shenanigans that happened after him and his tamale eating?
I did not.
Do you mean him in the contest or no?
Yeah. So that's what you're
Is that
talking
what
about, right?
the contest?
Oh,
That's where he
yeah,
only
yeah.
ate like
Yeah.
3. Well, he actually let's rephrase it. He ate all of them, but he only ate 3
after it was over.
Dude.
during
My kids can eat 3 tamales.
afterwards shenanigans. I got him to try sour cream on his tamale.
Oh wow, I've never tried that.
Dude, Ruby loves that.
Does she?
Oh my gosh, she's always eating them now.
wife.
So she just tried?
Yeah, she just tried them a while back ago when we talked
were
about it,
talking
and
about
now every time she's eating tamales, she pours the sour cream.
Oh.
I'm like, oh my god, get
we
out of
sold
here!
It.
That's
We
funny.
sold it.
Get
Yes,
outta
we
here.
did.
That's
Yes,
fine.
we did.
I hate sour cream in general.
Yeah, I'm not a dairy guy. I'm lactose intolerant.
Oh, okay. There you
I
go.
can't do any dairy at all.
So,
Makes sense.
nope.
So
Well,
he's
that's
a
a
no
for
on
you.
the.
Yeah.
He's a no.
So I
just
did
put-
want to
go for it.
talk to you about. It looks like they coerced you into trying some hot sauce recently.
Yes.
So the Scorpion, we've actually tried. They've got us to try that hot sauce as well.
Oh yeah,
How was your experience with that Scorpion hot sauce?
I saw the video.
Dude, it was bad because I don't do. I normally don't do salsa
Yeah.
or any type of hot sauce or anything like
Yeah.
that, because I mean I'm just one of those Mexicans
Yeah.
that doesn't like salsa as much. 'Cause I think it takes away from the flavor of the food. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But now I'm real big on like Louisiana hot sauce.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Tabasco
Mm.
sauce things. I like that limey.
Oh
tangy
yeah,
flavor,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, Tabasco says how's that?
So I was like, oh fuck it, I'll try it. And I was, sometimes you just gotta do some things, put your balls out there and just give it a shot,
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're not gonna have
Yeah.
you do any.
That's
hot
cool.
sauce.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, we actually did some spicy chocolate bars over there.
Oh,
at
yeah,
the
at the
Tamale
Tamale
Festival.
Festival,
They
yeah.
weren't that bad though.
Interesting.
Yeah, they Paco
I
brought
was
those,
let down. Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't that
Paco's always
spicy.
trying to get us to do spicy stuff
Yeah.
all the time.
We
You know,
did.
Mexicans always say that white people eat more spicy stuff than Mexicans do.
I disagree with that.
You
Yeah.
do?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I
this
agree.
guy can eat hot
Yeah,
sauce.
I can.
This
This
white guy cannot.
cannot.
Okay.
No, so
He-
I did that.
So it's a stereotype for sure.
I did, yeah, I did the one that you did.
Yeah, the
Okay.
scorpion.
That one
Oh,
I did on a chip, and
What'd you
everyone was wow.
Tell
so-
him completely about
So
it.
what happened was everyone was doing like a drop, right? My chip had a pool in it, and I took the whole thing. I didn't know because I thought it was because everyone was saying it wasn't too bad. Like it
Yeah.
was one person. I think
Uh,
maybe it was you that said
I
it wasn't
took
too
a-
bad, which he can do hot sauce.
yeah.
Somebody said it wasn't too bad. So when
Yeah.
I did it, I did the whole chip,
Oh,
and then Albert looked at me. He's like, "You did the whole fucking shit."
I did a little bit
And I was
too, and I was
like-
like,
and I
oh
was-
shit, that's
It
spicy.
is
Yeah.
really hot though.
Freaking spicy.
He's like, "You did
Yeah.
the whole," and I don't do spicy shit. So I was like, well, I felt like fucking like Will Ferrell when he gets shot in the neck and like, what do you mean? What's wrong?
Yeah.
What-
Am I gonna
what-
die?
Am I gonna die?
That was fucking
Yeah.
awesome. You took the whole chip.
Is this bad?
Oh,
That's how
God.
I felt. I felt like that. So I was that, and I'm like, and I was like, and then fire trucks were going
Yeah,
off, right? And I'm like,
everywhere.
fuck, dude.
God.
So I run to the kitchen.
Okay.
We're at my house when we weren't here at this time.
Yeah,
at this place.
Drink some milk.
No, I went to the kitchen. I was throwing up in the sink. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like throwing up.
Yeah.
Up?
Like, nah, this is not good.
Oh.
Stop.
It made me salivate.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was just spitting up like
Yeah.
a lot of saliva.
Saliva.
That
But
wasn't good.
yeah,
We did. Me and Mark. We did what is it? The
Spicy death nut challenge.
yeah, the Death Nut Challenge.
what is that?
It's it's just
That's why we have
it's
that
five little
box
sections of
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean?
Peanuts?
Yeah.
Okay.
and the more you do, the hotter they get.
Oh shit.
Yes, and then it's you gotta follow some rule. I think you gotta chew it for 15 seconds, and
Yeah.
then for 90 seconds you hold on, and then you
Yeah.
eat the next little batch.
Reminds me of
Until the
hot Cheetos,
Oh my
you know?
god! Oh
Yeah.
my god! Those
Like you
worst.
start eating hot Cheetos, you're like, that's not that bad. But then if you keep going, they're
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
damn, this
yeah.
is
It's
hot.
starting to
dude.
get hot.
And then
Yeah.
the last one is, do the same thing, and then you gotta wait for 5 minutes
Oh,
without
shit.
doing
Okay.
anything. But that
The
one,
la-
that
yeah,
one
the-
is the worst.
It's
Wow.
13 million Scoville units.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I was like,
crazy.
after like a minute, I was like, fuck
No, I think you went longer than that.
Okay,
You went
maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah, you were like halfway there.
Yeah,
You're like,
and then I
fuck
was
it. I'm
like
like,
this,
you
I'm
were
done.
almost there.
I started
remember
eating
saying
ice
you
cream.
were almost
This guy
there.
took the whole 5
He
minutes
went
at
the
the
whole.
end.
He went the whole way.
But you know something, dude?
I didn't even do it because I'm a pussy.
The worst was
It was-
later on that
Yeah,
night.
that
Okay.
night.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
god, dude, my stomach was freaking hurting.
You
as
know what I
hell.
noticed? That's a good point right there you made. Because when I went home and I took a piss, my dick hole was burning
Oh,
from
my
the
God,
salsa. Yeah,
really?
I don't understand how that happened.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't the salsa.
Yeah.
Now you wish you went back to the future. To like, get rid of that bad mistake.
Yeah. I was like, why is this happening?
Right.
So what's your podcast about?
So Travis Minor, who's another
There you
local
go.
comedian, we also worked together, and we decided, you know what, like he had a passion project that he wanted to do. Actually, the podcast that we're doing now is kind of like different than what he had originally thought of doing.
Okay.
But I mean, being a creative control freak and stuff, I was like, let's just do this. And he's like, all right.
All right.
But he wanted to interview people who had interesting jobs,
Oh,
That's,
okay.
yeah, that's a good idea.
You know, and
Yeah.
just ask and kind of go into their lives and ask them like, you know, what is their job like and things of that nature. And then we wanted to actually do video with it and have like interviews like on site
Okay,
and stuff.
cool.
So I was just like, this could be a lot of work, dude.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, and I'm the only video guy, so
Yeah. Oh, God,
I'm gonna
yeah.
be doing all the work.
Yeah.
But we decided we're just gonna kind of start off small and
Yeah.
invite people over, and we do it in his mom's basement.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So,
cool.
you know,
I saw that. It kind of looked like it was you guys were downstairs somewhere.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
cool.
pretty cool. But you know, when we first started, we were just talking.
Okay.
We didn't really have a structure.
Okay.
We were just bringing up certain topics, and we spend the whole hour just talking about that topic.
Okay.
But now it's pretty cool because we get on Reddit and we look up people that need relationship advice
Oh yeah.
or
Okay.
parenting advice.
That's
Yeah.
good.
And
That's
being
good.
that I've like been separated from my wife 3 times and nearly divorced, I give the best relationship advice. Okay.
Nice.
And Travis is not a father, so he gives the best parenting advice. So
That's
it's it's
awesome.
got a comedy twist,
Yeah.
obviously.
yeah.
And then we do strange news.
Okay.
So we look for stories that are from NPR or Fox or
Okay,
whatever
cool.
from around
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah.
And we look for the most strangest stories,
Okay.
and
cool.
we talk about them. And then he's really good at research. Travis is like
Okay.
he's he did really well in college. So I didn't go to college, but he he does he
Yeah, right.
looks at the stories and he'll actually come back with more material in
than when they
relation.
just than just
the
what
actual-
the story said.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah,
Wow.
we have this podcast that we did about cannibal ants, and there was this colony of ants that were they got stuck and they weren't able to get out to go find food, so they were eating each other.
Oh wow.
And
okay.
and he
Donner party.
did
Yeah.
his research on ants and all this
Yeah.
stuff, and I was like, dude, ants are scary as shit, man. They're scary.
They outnumber the fuck out of us.
Yeah.
He's like after this episode, I'm scared of fucking ants.
Yeah.
yeah.
He
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much what he found out was that if an ant was bigger than what it really is, they would be the most dangerous species on the planet.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know?
If they were bigger than what they are right
Probably-
now.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, they can weigh like how much can they lift? Like 10 times their weight.
Their
Yeah.
weight or something
right.
like that.
Pretty
So like,
much,
fuck,
yeah.
dude. Like they were bigger.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're
Fuck
like eating
everybody
each
up.
other, and they look different after they were eating each other. They started
Really?
looking different.
Oh,
Really?
Like they got all
what?
like big black butts and like you got to see
Oh,
the pictures of them. They're
shit.
really- I would
Wow.
I would totally here. Let me see. I should
Wow,
pull my
that's insane.
Instagram up. and
Dude,
stuff.
that's pretty cool.
They didn't look like normal ants. Dude.
Really?
They
Oh
looked evil as
shit.
fuck.
They look like LaFonda at the club.
LaFonda.
Big black butts.
Look at this shit.
La Fonda.
Oh
What the
shit.
hell?
Is that their butts or is that
Yeah,
their,
and then their
like
legs
their-
look
like
like
their
spiders,
fingers.
like spider legs, dude.
Oh my god!
Wow.
After they started eating
Wicked,
themselves.
man.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is fucking insane.
Yeah,
Wow,
That's crazy.
cannibal ants.
that's pretty cool though.
Yeah. Crazy shit, man. But yeah, we find interesting stories, so
Cool.
we just talk about them and whatnot. But
Yep. Okay.
Very
Cool.
cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
And you said you guys have 7 episodes,
so far 7 episodes
and you guys come
officially
out. How much you guys try to put out an episode every?
every Monday.
Okay.
But
okay.
because of the holidays, I think
Yeah,
we did
I
it
know.
on Wednesday on Christmas, and then we're gonna do another one on Wednesday. For
Yeah, the
Yeah.
holidays got us all
Yeah,
messed
fuck
up.
Yeah, it
this.
does. I know.
The holidays,
Fuck
man.
the holidays.
As soon as we started grinding into the holiday, like we dropped, we had to redo an episode with
yeah.
Derek McFarland
Yeah.
because the audio again, we're trying to figure the technical stuff out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a new piece of audio equipment,
Nice.
the mixer, and
I got that same
we-
mixer.
we didn't
Oh,
know
you
how to
did.
work it at first, and it didn't know how to work us at
Yeah.
first. So
It fucked everything up.
yeah,
Yeah.
we had to get him back in. So then that prolonged an episode, and
I feel you. Yeah,
yeah.
I know.
Growing pains.
Same with
Yes.
us.
Growing pains forever. It
Yep.
seems.
But once you get it going, it's like it's the best
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's so easy. It's just like cookie cutter. Like there's a template made. You guys have a structure.
Yeah.
You already know
Yeah.
what you're getting into, and it's just a lot easier that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
right.
It has been. Yeah.
Yeah.
The beginning was pretty rough for us too when we started.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It still is.
We just turned the mic on and started talking. We didn't really
We didn't have any agenda or anything
no.
Yeah.
beginning when we started. Yeah.
Most successful podcasts, from what I heard and researched, is that the ones that have some sort of structure.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, Joe Rogan doesn't really have much of a structure.
But he has big name guests.
but he has big name.
Yeah.
guests.
So like
so
everyone
he doesn't
tunes
need a
in.
structure.
Yeah. You can just roll with questions on big name guests.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So-
And they're interesting topics that
Right.
he brings up.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So that is his structure
Right.
basically. But if you don't have that, then you have to have some
Structure.
some
You do.
structure.
You
yeah.
do.
Take note of that, Albert.
So how was your you brought up, we just had Christmas. How was your Christmas? Did you have a good Christmas? Or
It was good. Yeah. This is the first year. Well, the first year that we spent here as a family locally, because we usually travel.
Yeah.
We usually go to El Paso, Texas.
Oh,
That's where
cool.
most of my family is. Most of her family, actually, all her family is all there.
Oh, okay.
But a topic that I brought up to you earlier before we started the show was that I celebrated 3 years sobriety.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
So
Good job.
not drinking
Yeah.
and I miss smoking weed, but I chose not to smoke
Look at
weed
you.
because I got a marijuana DUI
What?
in Scottsdale.
Wow.
Yeah.
No
Well,
way.
that's why that
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense. I don't believe in it.
How long ago was that? If you don't mind me asking.
A little bit over a year now.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah,
A
so-
marijuana DUI.
I mean, I could still smoke. I just choose not to.
Yeah. And is it the same repercussions as a alcohol DUI?
Yeah.
Yeah, was
Really?
it bad? Yeah, that bad.
It was exactly the same. Actually, they gave me the bare minimum punishment
Oh,
for a regular DUI.
Oh, okay.
Minus the thing that you blow into
Yeah, the
your
breathalyzer,
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Do you mind if I ask a couple questions on that?
go for it.
How long was it from when you smoked to you getting pulled over and them testing for it?
Like 2 hours, maybe.
Okay, so
Really?
they smelled it
Hour.
on you, and that's maybe why.
We were smoking in the car.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So 2 hours prior, you were smoking in the car, and then they.
Yeah, and then you know what? It makes me so mad when I think about it because
Oh,
it could have easily
We're
been
stirring
avoided. It could have been avoided because
Yeah.
the guy that I was with, he brought a bunch of it because he had a card, but he had like a bunch of marijuana in his backpack,
Mhm.
and we were smoking, and luckily he was gonna give me some for free because he knows my boy and stuff. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hook you up. I was like, all right, but I told him I was like, you know what, just wait till I drop you off at home, and then I'll take it. Like I
Yeah.
don't want to put it in my car and like that. So luckily I did that. Because he claimed full responsibility for
Oh, that's
the
right. 'Cause
marijuana.
he had the card.
That he
Yeah,
had,
'cause he had the
This
card.
is mine.
They
Yeah.
let him go, so he was
Oh,
walking home, and he's like,
Ah,
give me-
Oh.
yeah. And the reason why I got caught was because we went to go pick up his paycheck at a club in Scottsdale because he was the DJ, and
Oh, so if you would have gone there, you would have.
yeah, and it was like 1 a.m. He was like, "Hey, can you stop by the club so I can pick up my paycheck
so
for my
they're-
boss?"
So they're looking.
who's gonna cash your paycheck? Can we go tomorrow?
Yeah, dude.
For real? Like, where
I
can you
really
go?
didn't want to go. I was just like, man, I'm tired, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go home. And that's,
1 in the
you know,
morning.
Yeah, 1 in the
Wow, you
morning.
had bad vibes, dude.
It was one of those. It was
Yeah.
like a bad choice,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And then I turned the corner to go to where I was going to. I don't remember what club it was. And I went outside of the lane. I made a right turn, went outside of the lane, and then went back into the lane. They pulled me over. The guy thought I was drunk, actually. He's like, "Are you sure you haven't been drinking?" I was like, "Sir, again, two years sober at the time.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, I don't drink, man." And then
Showed him your chip.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
So do they have a breathalyzer for that yet?
No, they don't.
No,
we have
right?
to do a blood test.
Well, we've had stories about that on our.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, they're coming out with
oh,
those.
So then basically they actually arrested you.
They arrested me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of the smell of marijuana.
They made me do the sobriety
Okay.
check, the test, which I passed with flying colors. And then,
for being drunk, right?
yeah, the
Yeah,
same
okay.
because they make you do it.
Do
It's
the
like
same
It is
protocol,
the same
Yeah.
thing. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Okay.
Walk the line or whatever.
Yep.
Blah blah blah.
everything. And then I was nervous as hell, man, because there was like 4 or 5 cops around me.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
and
and
they
they
were
were-
bringing him back up.
Yeah,
and-
man, and they all had their hands in their weapon and stuff.
Yeah,
And
like dude.
and I'm just sitting there like this the whole time, dude.
Yeah.
And the guy's just like, you can relax a little bit, and I'm like, nope.
Hell
No,
no.
it's like,
You know?
yeah, you guys are.
No.
You guys have guns. I don't.
Yeah, exactly.
How am I supposed to relax?
Yeah.
Wow,
For real.
that's insane.
So I was being very cooperative. I got in the car. They took me to the jail. And then the cop was like so cool with me that he told the guards there, he was like, "Hey, treat this guy good because
He's
he's
being
cooperative."
Yeah,
like,
he's good.
so they let me have my cell phone in the cell, dude.
Oh, they did.
No way.
Which I thought was weird. Yeah.
Yeah, that is
That
weird.
That
fucking
is
weird.
very weird.
I'm like texting people. I'm on Facebook.
How many, okay, so hold on. How many
live from jail?
Yeah.
how many packs of cigarettes did you get for letting other people use them?
Yeah. No, I was in there with one other guy who was drunk off his ass, and he was a doctor,
Really?
and he was on his 3rd DUI,
Oh shit.
and he had his own.
Might-
He was going to lose his practice for sure.
Oh.
He's like,
fuck.
I'm so
Scottsdale.
fucked. I'm so fucked.
Scottsdale.
Yeah,
Damn, that's
Who
He's got
knows?
the money to fight it.
probably.
It's his third
Yeah.
one though. He's gonna lose his license.
He's got a fucking coupon ticket. He gets one free.
Get out of
next
jail
time.
free card.
Yeah, he's had 2 of those already.
Yeah.
His 3rd one is done. His
Wow,
punch
that's
card's out
insane.
of fucking punches.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And then I had to do.
So they give you a blood test?
Like 10. Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
how'd they know? Like,
Well, they make you do a blood test, and then the cop that arrested me is a phlebotomist too. So so he's like,
so
I'm gonna
you-
administer the
you-
test as
yeah.
well. So I was like, fuck.
that's
Ah,
He was
kidding me.
itching to do it though. You know,
Yeah,
those
dude.
phlebotomy. My wife went she went to school for medical assisting,
Mhm,
but she practiced phlebotomy.
mhm.
So she was like, I can't wait to stick a needle in somebody. Like, just let me get to the next one.
Damn.
So she would always do all the blood at any of the doctors that she worked at because she would always like to do it.
Oh,
Oh, that's
okay.
cool.
Yeah. So I could just see if she's all itchy about it. Cop,
he probably was too.
yeah. He was like, I just can't wait.
I just wonder what they get. Like, you know, he could have let me go. Like,
Yeah,
it
I
wasn't
know.
that bad, you know.
Ah.
And I have no priors. I've never been arrested in my
That's
life.
what's crazy. That's
So-
crazy.
Yeah.
And with that, is there a limit on it, or is
Wow.
it just if you're?
If you're high, you have it in your system, or you don't. That's it.
That's it.
That's
Okay.
it.
There's no
Yeah,
like.
there's
so
no
you,
limit to it.
you either get it, or you like if it's in your system, you get it.
That's it.
Regardless.
Yeah.
That's it. Yep. And they treat it just like a regular DUI.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
fucked up.
And
Yeah,
I couldn't
stupid
fight it. There was
Arizona.
no way of fighting it.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
because
they
you
took
have
the
it.
blood
You know.
sample.
Yeah.
Yeah, you already fucked.
Especially with the
It's
blood
in there.
sample. That's always.
But the
kinda-
blood, the fucked up thing about the blood sample is it's always in your system, right?
For at least 30. Well,
Yeah,
depends on
30
how
days,
often
I think
you
it's
smoke.
90 days. Or
Yeah.
something.
something
Yeah, like
that.
you're fucked regardless. If it's
Yeah.
in your system,
Yeah.
you've done it.
But that's why I quit smoking, because if I got pulled over and it's on my record, and let's say I
Yeah.
run a stop sign or something stupid, you
Yeah.
know,
And
They're
they
gonna
decide to
fucking-
do a
they're gonna
blood
knock
test.
you again.
Well,
Yep.
they're gonna
Exactly.
red flag you and be like, hey, this guy smoked in the
let's
past.
test him again. Yep.
Yeah, he has a
Yeah.
DUI already. Let's see if
Yeah.
he's got another one.
I'm
Oh,
clean
yeah.
now though.
Yeah,
that's
good.
tough.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, you got two choices at that point. It's either
Gun it.
you stop smoking like you did.
Yeah.
No, you
Sorry,
don't run
not
from
that
the
one.
cop.
Not that one.
Gun it.
Gun
You
it.
smoke all you can and just make sure you have enough money for Uber, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
That's true.
That's true.
That's
yeah.
true.
That's a lot of
Oh,
money.
well, that's what
Yeah,
the
but
DJ
that
should have done.
But that
He
kind of
should've-
sucks. Even if you haven't smoked for, let's say, 2 weeks,
Yeah,
and you
you're
run
fucked.
a
Yeah.
stoplight, and they just say, okay, well, we're gonna test you anyways.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's tough.
I mean, I actually got into a car accident about, I would say, 9 months after my DUI was already like taken care of, and I was nervous, man. Even though wasn't like smoking anymore, or
Anymore?
whatever,
Yeah.
I was still nervous. But the cop didn't check me or nothing.
Oh,
So
really?
I was like,
Okay.
okay, cool.
Okay, sure.
Let me go.
Yeah, the guy that you got was just being a dick.
Yeah, it seems like
yeah,
it.
one of those.
Following protocol.
Well, I mean, and then if there was 4 cops ended up being there, they came
That's
in later.
Scottsdale though.
He was probably just showing out for the
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
cops and stuff, you know, like
One cop pulls you over, he calls the other 3 horse
Yeah.
cops to come over.
Yeah,
Because Scottsdale still does that shit.
he could have let me go though.
Fucking
Yeah.
ponies
Just
wandering
thinking
around
about
with
it.
sirens on.
That sucks.
Stupid.
Yeah, then I had to get my car out of impound.
I know, dude.
Oh,
And then
my
I
God.
my buddy that was in the car got me out. He went and like took me out, and then I spent the night on his couch. His wife was pissed, dude. Oh my god, I had to deal with their arguing all night
Why
And
was
the-
she mad? Because
because he had to go pick you up.
because she was mad at him because he
she
put me
got
in that
you in
situation.
trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. That's good then.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
good.
yeah. She was cool.
Oh, okay.
And then
I thought you were getting scolded by his.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
This isn't
Why?
This
Yeah.
isn't right.
It's 'cause of- yeah, how are you in trouble or something
Yeah.
weird going on there?
And then the next morning, I went to the impound, and then when I get there, they were like, "Well, we need proof that you own the vehicle." I was like, "Well, my proof's in the car."
yeah.
And they were like, "Well, where is it?" So they were looking for it, and like, "Oh, we couldn't find it." And I'm like, "Fuck."
Oh my
So luckily, I was working at the car dealership that I got the car at. I was working at the car dealership at that time,
Yeah.
and it was like a couple blocks down from the impound.
So you went there.
So I got an Uber and just went up.
Oh,
Went up to
got
the
initial and
to the
shit.
car dealership, talked to my buddies. Hey, give me some paperwork or whatever. Went back, got the car. That was the big pain in the ass. I finally got out of there. It took like 4 hours.
Fuck.
Yeah, and then
Fuck
went
that.
did my time, the jail time,
Yeah.
and was
How long do you have to do? Not to be.
well, you're
like a
supposed to do
24
24
hours,
hours,
yeah.
but they got me out in like 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good because like you were already there beforehand, right? So maybe that was time. right?
serve?
No,
maybe?
no.
No?
They just it's whenever they feel like it. Like
Oh,
if they're just
really?
tired of you being there, or there's like they told me you go on a Friday after 7:00 because that's when most people go.
because they get too full.
They get too full and they'll just kick
Kick you
people out.
out.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's what I did.
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And I was stuck in there with this like a bunch of dudes, and this is the kicker right here. So they found out I was a stand-up comedian,
Oh, nice.
and I'm in the DUI holding tank with like 15 guys, right?
Yeah.
And they were just like, "Oh yeah, tell us a joke."
Of course.
Fuck, dude.
Put me on the
So,
spot.
shit.
And then of course there's one ringleader, right? And he's like the big cholo who's
Yeah.
like punking everybody,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, come on, dude, tell us a joke." I was like, "Fuck!" So I tell him one joke, and everybody fucking laughs. And he's just like, "All right, get up," and they made me stand up on top of the bench.
Oh,
And I did a whole set, it was like a
Set.
10-15 minute set in front of these dudes, man. And the fucking cop was like, "Hey, keep it down in there." Fucking guard and shit, pounding on the door. And then in comes the fucking homeless guy that was a drunk.
How
and
good did he smell?
he smelled horrible, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I believe
but
it.
he was addicted to gel packets. Those the peanut butter and jelly packets that you squeeze. on the bread.
Really?
He didn't care for the apple, the bread, nothing. He just wanted the packets, right?
What
He wanted,
the
he,
fuck?
he wanted the jelly. He wanted
Yeah.
he wanted to
Yeah, it was
wing off
weird.
his
That is weird.
I found out that that's actually a meth thing.
the
People that are-
sugars.
yeah.
Oh,
people that
really?
are addicted to meth, they like the packets. For some reason.
Really?
I have no idea why.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but-
that's crazy.
yeah. So he was passed out the whole time, and the only time that he woke up, other than to eat, which was much later, was when these two guys were talking about bringing in drugs.
Oh,
Because he was
shit.
like, "Dude, you can bring in pills, you can bring marijuana, you can bring heroin." And then right when he said,
You brought a phone in.
"Yeah, no, well, at the
Well,
other,
that was the other
yeah,
one,
yeah.
yeah.
This is already you going.
This is the
Really?
This is when I had
jail.
to do my time." Yeah.
So he woke up.
So he woke up because he heard the word heroin,
Oh,
and he goes, "Does somebody
course-
say heroin?"
Of course it is. It's like this.
Yeah, dude, his fucking ears perked
Yeah.
up and shit. It was like,
Oh my God.
dude, he was so excited when he jolted up like it was like morning time.
oh
dude.
my God,
Like,
dude,
man,
that's
go the fuck to sleep, man. Nobody got heroin.
well. Now, why were they saying that? Don't they pat you down really good? to go?
Not really. It's because they don't make you strip down.
Oh, they don't.
They pat
At
you
jail,
down,
at
but
jail they don't.
they don't
It's
make-
prison
Oh.
they do.
Yeah, prison
Yeah.
they do, but not
Oh,
in jail.
jail?
Not in
Really?
DUI.
Yeah, not when you go into the
But
holding
if they
tank and all
if
that.
they find on you in jail,
Oh, you're done. Yeah,
you're
Yeah.
done. They're gonna
That's
they're gonna
time.
get charges on you.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
That's
Oh,
how
So
they
it's a
get you.
risk.
yeah.
It's kind
Just keister it, guys.
Keister it up.
Yeah,
But
but
Mark
I
knows.
remember being in there, and there was some guy that was just talking shit to the guards because he was just like tired of being in there, and I don't know if he was mentally ill or something like that, but he was just like, "Fuck you, let me out of here."
oh my God.
And I'm like, dude, he's just gonna make it worse on
Yeah,
yourself,
I know,
man.
I
Like, just
know.
shut the fuck up, you know. Do your time, get out.
Yeah.
I'll never see you again, bro. Like that's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I find it
Crazy.
hilarious that you did a 10 to 15 minutes set
Right
Yeah.
there.
in jail.
Yeah, that shit was cool.
That would be cool.
So,
yeah.
practice.
do you have a joke in your thing now that you tell when you go and do stand
No,
up?
I'm working on it. I
You should,
I
dude.
haven't
Oh, there
done it
should
yet.
be a complete
Yeah.
joke
For real.
about that.
It's like, well, stand up is probably the hardest thing that I've ever done.
Yeah, I can only
And
imagine.
It's really tough because like it's something just in your brain that you just have to unlock. That's all
Yeah,
it is,
yeah.
you know. But it takes a long time. It's like muscles, you know, when you're like stiff and you go
Yeah.
to work out and you're like, oh, it fucking hurts, and you do like 3 reps and you're like, I'm done. you know?
Yeah.
But then if you work out more,
Yeah.
you're doing like 10, 15
Yeah,
reps. It's the
yeah.
same thing with comedy
Yeah.
in your brain. So like last night was interesting because like a lot of the jokes that I do are they're structured and they're already written down and I have them in my head and I'm already like boom, 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 boom. Okay. Punchline. And then,
Okay.
you know, repeat it,
Yeah.
repeat
Yeah.
the next joke or whatever. And when I interview comics who have been doing it for 20 plus years, they have a different approach mentally. And they're like, okay, structure is cool and written jokes are cool.
Yeah.
But when you get to a point where you're comfortable on stage and you have a lot of material, you play around with that
everything.
stuff.
Yeah.
you know?
yeah. Especially when you
Tweak
have
it
a lot
one
of
way or
material.
another.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
And I'm starting to barely do that.
Oh, okay.
And I'm in 3 years now. in
Oh, okay.
comedy,
I was just gonna
so-
say. So you've
Yeah.
been in
Good.
3 years.
It's
Wow.
good.
Yeah.
so
that's good.
what got you into comedy?
Well, I was depressed for a really long time because my dad had passed away. My marriage was in shambles. It was just really bad for me at the time. And I didn't know what I was going to do. So I tried therapy. You know, therapy didn't work. That's another joke I'm working on too. Because the therapist, I'm calling the therapist up, trying to tell the therapist that I'm not going to make it because I got some family issues and some shit's going down. And the reason I'm in therapy is because of my wife. And she's in the background yelling at me, "Who the fuck are you talking to?" And I'm like, "I'm talking to the therapist. I'm trying to cancel the fucking appointment." And she's just like, yeah, it's stupid. But she was going back and forth, you know. And I'm like,
so
this is why I'm in therapy, dude, because of this shit, you know?
So is she a jealous type?
No, not my wife. No, she's not.
No?
She's not jealous at all. She doesn't.
I just
jealous
mean,
at
like,
all.
I'm just wondering why she was curious on what you were talking
Oh,
about.
it had to do with the kid and me staying home and taking care of him because he was sick, and I
Like,
had
is
made
that
an
the-
appointment.
Yeah, is that
and-
the doctor or whatever?
Yeah, and I had to cancel. But if you cancel last minute, they charge you $60 and all
Of course,
that shit.
of course.
yeah.
That's all they want, dude. And it's and
Money.
and I'm pouring my heart out to this therapist, and she's not giving me anything in return.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel different.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
You know. So
She's just in the corner drawing
taking
little
notes.
fucking bunnies.
yes,
Not
exactly.
saying
The
anything.
wife? The
Here's
wife
a-
is doing that?
No,
No, the therapist.
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha.
The therapist just writes you a script. Here's Zoloft. And
Yeah.
that's all she's doing.
That's all she cares about, man.
Of course.
Yeah.
And
Bunnies.
I didn't
Fucking
feel
bunnies, dude.
fucking bunnies, dude.
But fucking bunnies.
But fucking bunnies. Who
I
doesn't
just
care
didn't
about
feel the
those?
connection.
Yeah.
man.
yeah.
So I don't know how it happened or where this dude got my email from, but out of nowhere I got this email said, "Oh, you think you're funny?" And I was just like, "Yeah, I fucking do think I'm funny, man. I know I'm funny,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I love making people laugh,
Yeah,
dude,
right.
right?" So I opened the email up and it was like, "Try comedy. We have a comedy class. It's being held at the Tempe Center for the Arts, yada, yada, yada." So I read the email and I registered, and it was like the first hour was free or whatever. So I show up to the class and I checked it out, and it was a little awkward. I'm not really like the one of the comics that I had met there were all new,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
And they make you do some really fucking weird shit. And I think
Really?
he makes you do all that shit just so you can, it's kind of like a
Get out of your
rite of
box.
Get out of your
passage.
comfort zone.
Yeah,
Or
get
out of your
rite
box.
of passage.
yeah,
Okay,
and get
okay.
out of your box too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you break out of that comfort zone, but it makes you do improvisation. So he's like, "All right, so I want you to get in front of the class, and I want you to pretend that you're a squid out of water, and you're doing some Christmas shopping, and you just ran into a famous
What?
person." The fuck?
Christmas shopping. You read?
It
Yeah.
sounds like
So
improv.
it's like this.
Yeah, it's
like
that's,
improv,
that's what he
right?
says. So
Yeah.
You're doing this,
Yeah. So you're doing weird shit in front of the class, right?
right? You're doing that, and you get
Yeah, exactly.
like that. Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with comedy, but it does.
Yeah.
In a way, So as long as you get past that first initial class, I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna try it again. So I ended up paying for the whole course, and I was like, I'm gonna try the 5 weeks, I'm gonna do it. And then once we broke into it, he like told the class when towards like the middle, he was like, "Look, the reason why I make you do all that shit is because it's bullshit." And he's like, "But I want to see who's fucking really gonna come back."
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So
Very cool.
I came back.
Yeah.
And I tried it, did my first show at Tempe Center for the Arts. I got it on video.
Really?
And
Wow, that's
I
really
look back and I just cringe. 'Cause it's that
Yeah.
bad. I'm wearing a suit and a fedora, and I'm like, why the fuck was I dressed up? Like it was a recital and shit.
Was that required?
No,
Probably not.
not at all, dude.
You're the one who dressed up. That's
Dress
awesome.
up. I got my family coming, It was so stupid. Oh,
That's awesome.
man. But yeah, no, that was my introduction to comedy, man.
Oh, wow.
And
That's
you know
really
what? I
cool.
felt so much better doing that than I did talking to a fucking therapist.
Therapist.
Yeah.
Because now I tell people I tell strangers my problems, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
that's good. That's the same thing. That's basically what comedy is. In a sense, you basically
In a fedora.
In a fedora and a suit.
Oh my god, they used to make
Unload
fun of me
that
because of that
shit.
shit.
Unload it.
Unload it, dude.
Unload it.
Yeah, and then what I started doing, because the instructor, this was years ago, by the way, this was like my first year of comedy because I don't do the classes anymore. But the instructor told me, he was like, "Hey man, all those really cool like comedy sketches that you do on YouTube, you need to translate that into your stand-up."
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure out how to do it because like it's different. It's so different to act on, a
You know,
scripted.
people
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah, because it's like, am I going to perform my sketch?
Yeah.
How am I going to do it? So last night I finally did one.
Oh, you did?
I finally did
Very
one, and
cool.
I was like, oh fuck, dude, and they loved it.
Oh, really?
Good.
And I'm like, damn, okay, finally breaking out of my shell now. And
Yeah.
I have a ton of sketches that I did, and I think they're hilarious. You know, I got like one where you call the customer service line, you get that automated video or automated sound that's like, you know, we have a new system. Press 2 for this or whatever. Like you no longer you could say the command rather than typing it in or whatever. You know? So I have a crazy sketch about that.
Oh.
It builds up into frustration. And I'm like cussing out the fucking machine. And it's like, yeah. So just I really embrace relatable topics, and it's, you know, me being Hispanic but not being able to speak Spanish is a big thing.
And
Sorry.
my wife.
I didn't mean to laugh.
Yeah.
Because I'm not Hispanic, but I can relate.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know
You're a
Spanish.
quarter.
I don't know Spanish.
But yeah, relatable topics, man. That's a big thing.
So
for me.
are you going to be doing a lot more of the sketches?
I think I am. Yeah,
Nice,
I'm gonna start
nice.
doing more sketches. I'm telling you, I got tons of sketches on YouTube.
Nice,
That'd be
nice.
good. Yeah, that'd be
Because a lot of the comedians like Martin, you know, they when they do their stand-ups, they do a lot of like the little sketch talk. You know, one person. They, like,
Yeah,
give to
that's
another
what
person.
I do. Yeah, I do that, and I
That
play
shit is
my own.
funny, though.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I love shit like that.
That's
And
pretty cool.
I have this one sketch where I'm sitting in the car and I'm talking to myself.
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah.
playing both characters, right?
That's what,
and
pretty cool.
it was big at the time because of the topic, because I'm really into hip hop music.
Okay.
Like I love 90s rap. And they were doing
Probably
like
all of us here.
dude, I love 90s anything, like anything 90s, I'm a bit, but especially hip hop because I grew up listening to hip hop and stuff. And there was an incident where they were going to make Mariah Carey an honoree, like a hip hop honoree. I don't know why the fuck they were going to award
for
her
Christmas music.
Yeah,
Probably.
I'm like, she has nothing to do with hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, yeah, she did a song with ODB.
Yeah.
That's about it that I can think of, you know. So in the video, if you watch the sketch, it's me talking about like the driver is like, hey man, like I'm like, he's like all knowledgeable about hip hop, and then the other guy is like the friend that thinks he's knowledgeable about hip hop, and he's like, oh man, he's like, yeah, my favorite rapper is Rakim, and he's like, yeah, I love her. You know?
Kim's a dude.
Yeah,
that's good.
And then he says, hey man, did you hear about Mariah Carey getting an award for hip hop diva of the year? And he's like, yeah. And the other guy's getting pissed off, and he's like, you don't know fucking shit about fucking hip hop music, man. And then he tells him, he's like, hey, do me a favor, dude. Before I got in the car, I dropped my keys over there, man, because I can't find my keys. Can you go check? And then I get out. I'm like, yeah, I got you, man. And then it shows me under the car, and then the fucking dude backs up over my head. You hear the fucking melon crunch and shit.
Nice.
So yeah, I just always take it to the extreme, man.
That's good though.
That's the best comedy to me, man.
Heck yeah.
Well, for those listening, make sure you check the link in the thing. I'll make sure I put that in.
Cool.
Yeah. I was
You
gonna
check
say.
out all his skits on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's good.
thanks, man.
So 3 years.
3 years in.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
3 years
So
strong.
aside from comedy and skits, do you have a regular job?
Yeah, I work for a company called Teletech, and we sell Google ads to businesses all across the country
cool.
and Canada. So I'm well versed in Google ads and YouTube advertising, things of that nature. I've been in marketing. I did video production for 20 years.
Damn.
Oh,
I
nice.
worked for the newscast, won an Emmy for my editing, and
Wow.
Oh shit!
yeah,
Really?
so I'm a video editor by trade.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I'm able to utilize all that within
No
comedy
shit.
and
That's
stuff.
good. That's really
yeah.
good.
Thanks, man. And
We have
music
it.
too.
Dude.
An Emmy Award winner on our show.
Dude.
Yeah,
Wow.
nice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, actually,
Freaking A.
He brought it.
Yo,
He
you
brought
brought
it.
the Emmy. You brought the
No, I
Emmy.
was looking it up because
Holy
get this,
shit! Put the Emmy out here.
you have to buy
$10.
the
We can have
statue.
it?
So I went online, and
No,
this is the website that I went to. That's the Emmy right there, dude. I can't
You have to buy
I
it?
can't zoom in. You got to buy the award. I know.
Really?
I know,
Really?
dude.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
it
that.
doesn't
That a
matter.
bitch.
It doesn't matter if you're like a station or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like
If you win
gotta
it, you
pay-
have to buy
you
it.
have to buy it. Unless you're like
Oh,
an actor or something like that. I think they just give it to you.
okay.
Wow.
But
That's
if you-
fucked up.
Yeah, but if
That
you're
is
like
fucked
lower
up.
end,
Yeah.
toting pole,
You
know,
win it, but you have to buy it from them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I looked it up. I talked to the lady. It's $300. I gotta go and give her the money, and then she's gonna engrave my name on it.
Is there a
They'll send it
payment
to
plan?
me.
Nice.
Nah.
Dude.
No, no.
$300,
It's
man.
fucking
I'm out.
he's
I'm
doing
out.
after
I'm
pay
out.
on it.
Yeah.
But they don't just
I'll
give
get
it to you.
I'll get you in 3 months.
Yeah,
Got $100
Exactly.
installments.
yeah. But you're
Cool.
So I looked it up, and they have like a list of winners that year, and my name's on
And
that.
right there. That's
Yeah.
freaking sweet,
That's
man.
really
Yeah, that
cool.
is.
Yeah.
And that was this.
So
this
you didn't
past
even
year?
get notified. You had to go proactively
I had
look
to go
it up.
look for it. Yeah.
Wow.
And actually, I blame the station that I worked for because
They should have done something.
They
big.
should've
Yeah,
told
you.
hell
Yeah.
yeah.
And they should have bought it for you.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say
Or
too.
Or at least,
Yeah.
or at least fucking emailed you.
So what do you work
Dude.
for, Fox?
yes,
Oh shit!
Called them out.
Damn.
Yeah. it was a local Fox affiliate. And it was crazy about that day. I remember that day so vividly because I had worked double. I worked overtime and I worked a double shift because the guy that was supposed to come in at night to do the morning news, he called in sick.
Okay.
So I was working and they used to call me Billy the Kid because I was like really quick with editing
Yeah.
because I was really fast. Like I can edit like a whole hour newscast in like 2 hours, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Wow.
and I have like the rest of the day to just fucking chill out.
Chill out.
You know what I mean? But that's because we have fucking fast ass systems. But I had all the stories ready, and then a flood happened in El Paso. It was a big flood that happened. So
Oh, this is when you were in El Paso?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So all the streets were flooded. Everything was flooded, and then it was raining like crazy, and it was like a monsoon, and it was bad, dude. Like people's cars were like floating over the
shit.
bridges and
Yeah.
like falling.
Wow.
It was insane, and reporters were doing double, and I had to do a double, and it was crazy. But I just remember like being so tired, just falling asleep, and they didn't care if you were passed out because they knew what was up. You know, they were like,
Yeah.
"What do you need?
Right,
You need
right.
energy drink? You need something? You know." But
Oh, that's crazy.
I stuck it out, and thank God I did because his name would have been on the plaque.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I got that on my resume.
Nice. Hell yeah, that's fucking nice, man.
How bad
really
do you think
cool.
he feels though, knowing that he called in sick and
The
missed out
day
on
they
it?
won.
Oh,
Yeah. It could have been the one. Man.
Yeah.
Good. That's obviously something you put on your
Well,
resume.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, yeah.
obviously it was
Emmy winner,
Yeah. Hell yeah.
editor.
Yep.
Boom.
beat Jerry Smith because he called out sick.
Yeah.
Called sick.
Fucking Jerry.
Bitch.
But yeah, it was good times. But I'm gonna get it eventually. So
Nice.
It's been years. It was like
Nice.
2006.
Okay. No, you can
That's
put
a
it on your
huge
resume. and shit.
accomplishment.
Yeah,
I just
Yeah.
can't. I just every time I get $300, I spend on something else.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I haven't
Yeah,
got
of
the
course.
fucking award yet, dude.
Well,
Nice.
now that you've been 3 years sober, you're not going to spend it on weed, so you're
Or
gonna
alcohol.
get or
Exactly.
alcohol.
Yeah.
You'll
Yeah.
get there sooner.
Now I got a good
than,
job.
Yeah.
I can save up for it.
You're gonna get there sooner than before. For
But
sure.
it's there. It's always there. I never have to worry about it. They're like, you can order it whenever you want, and you can
That's really
only
cool.
Yeah,
three.
the Emmys aren't going away.
Yeah,
For real?
exactly.
Yeah.
You can only order 3 per
Oh,
station.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and technically, I'm not supposed to have the silhouette award, the big one with the girl.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not supposed to have that. I'm supposed to have just a plaque
yeah,
Oh, really?
because I worked for the station.
right.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the
okay.
station
and
gets
they
the-
get that.
Fuck that station.
Yeah, I know.
I'm getting
You're
the
gonna
fucking-
give-
I'm gonna get the
Okay.
silhouette.
Yeah. If they didn't get it, then fuck them.
Yeah, I don't even think they have it because they have 3 left for that particular category.
So they didn't even give.
They
one.
didn't even buy the award for that year.
Fuck,
I'm like, that's a
man.
big deal, man.
Yeah, fucking.
Could you imagine walking into your house? That's a fucking Golden Globe.
Yeah,
The Emmy,
What
yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
You said Emmy.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
an
it's
Emmy.
Emmy.
Wow. It's even better.
I
So-
wish it was a gold.
So, and I don't know if you mentioned. So, how long you been in Phoenix or Arizona?
Almost 10 years, I think.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Been here for a
Nice.
while.
So
I
a
like
full
Arizona.
decade. How did Arizona treat you in the last decade?
Oh, yeah.
Besides the DUI.
Yeah,
Dude,
sorry.
Yeah. Arizona, you know what? Arizona changed me
Yeah.
big time.
In,
I'm guessing for the good.
Big time. Yeah. I think I just, when I left Texas, when you're in El Paso, you know, you got to think you're in a predominantly Hispanic community there.
Yeah.
Right. So you don't get a lot of diversity there.
Yeah.
You know, you don't see, I mean, there's very little population of black people, very little population of white people, but majority, it's like probably like 85% Hispanic. Right.
Really?
Yeah. So when you leave and you go to other places or you visit other towns and stuff, you're just like, oh my God, is that an Indian person?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit, is that an
Yeah.
African person?
Yeah.
Like
Right.
you trip out and it's like almost, you sound kind of ignorant in a way, but at the same time, you know,
It's
it's like,
new to you.
it's normal
Yeah.
to feel like that because it's new. Yeah.
Right.
Yep, it's new.
So are you saying that Arizona is more diverse?
Then in Texas.
I would think so. I mean,
Arizona and diversity, just I don't see.
More the closer you get to each
Yeah,
coast,
yeah.
you're gonna be. I mean, we're pretty close, so I think that's kind of where it comes in.
Yeah. Not if
We're
you're a
pretty
Mesa. though.
close. Yeah.
Mesa's like predominantly Hispanic.
Yeah.
It is.
So, but if you lived,
Albert.
I've lived everywhere in Phoenix.
Okay.
I've lived in Glendale. I lived in Scottsdale. I lived in Phoenix. I lived in Tempe, Chandler. I'm in Maricopa now.
And, oh, really?
okay.
So-
Sorry for the
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah, dude.
Shit.
I know it's like 51 minutes. God damn it.
Yeah. You left at noon.
Yeah.
Shit.
I know. It took me 2 hours to get to work.
Oh, my brother
Every
lives in
day.
Buckeye, so same.
Yeah.
Same difference.
And then that's another place too.
Yeah.
Buckeye, Maryville, all those places.
Yeah.
man. But
so what made you choose, or what was why Arizona?
well, it was between Phoenix and Austin.
Okay.
Yeah. I
So
guess
you were gonna
you
move no
chose
matter
right.
what.
yeah, I chose right. I'm not a fan of Austin.
Yeah. And so you were gonna move. Was it like a job thing, or it's like just?
Yeah, it was a job thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well.
I got a job at the University of Phoenix.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And then
okay.
I wanted to get out of the news and the broadcast. They weren't paying. They were paying dick, dude.
Oh, really?
I was getting like $10 an hour as an
Oh,
editor.
Oh my god.
Wow. And you won an Emmy
Really?
Yeah.
for
Holy
$10 an
shit.
hour.
Yeah, and I was a manager too. Well, I was a supervisor, not a
Supervisor.
manager.
You were a
Yeah,
supervisor
Yeah.
editing.
in the editing
So it's
department.
basically, yeah, they would just.
So we just had an open position at Absurd Broadcasting.
Yeah. Hey, we have a editing position.
We-
We'll
we
talk
Yeah.
offline here. But yeah.
Yeah, when it comes
We'll
to editing,
pay you zero.
that's cool.
But yeah.
It's on a
But it's
commission
the experience.
basis.
It's the experience.
Yeah,
More
you
experience.
get paid in
Yeah.
exposure.
We'll give you awards.
Yeah,
We'll give them to you.
you can literally make your
We'll,
own
we'll
award,
buy
too.
them and then get them to you.
This is the
So
2.5
you don't have to buy
Amigo
'em.
award. Dude.
Yeah.
So how long were you in that market in the editing? I mean the video.
Well, total of
stuff.
20 years, but in that particular broadcasting, probably like 8,
8 years.
yeah,
Okay.
like 7
Wow.
or 8. Yeah.
That's big time though.
And then I did before that I did TV commercials. So I worked for a small firm and we did local TV commercials. I did
Okay.
nationwide infomercials, call now and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I did all the editing for them.
So the job now that with the Google ads,
Wow.
is that something that's just
Yeah, I don't know what
temporary?
that was.
No, not at all. Actually, I really enjoy
Oh, okay, cool.
that job. I mean, I love my job now
Oh, nice.
because
okay.
number one, I'm getting a lot out of it.
Oh, okay,
I'm
cool.
learning how to create ads.
Ads, yeah.
And how to make successful advertising,
Nice.
so I can still be an entrepreneur
yeah,
on the side, start my own business,
and
And
learn everything that you've learned. You can
Mhm.
put it into no
Which
shit,
I'm
that's
doing.
really
I'm-
good.
I'm
yeah, with your
I'm running
videos.
YouTube ads right now, and I've built my subscriber base in the past month by like 300.
Oh,
So
damn.
I mean, it's like I'm not paying a lot, but
Yeah.
the more you pay,
Yeah.
the more
Yeah,
you
the
open
more
that
you get.
funnel.
Right,
You know
right,
what I
right,
mean?
right.
But I'm just paying very little, and even with the very little that I'm spending,
You're doing good.
I'm doing pretty good.
Nice,
So
that's
it's
really
just
good.
it takes time, but it's like I don't have to worry about it. You just
Yeah,
you just feed the meter.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
You set
yeah.
it up right, and then feed the
Feed
meter.
the meter.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's pretty good.
Wow.
We're gonna have to take you offline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to pick your brain for sure.
Well, the next one is learning how to market a podcast because I haven't figured out if there's like channels for that other than
There
Google,
is.
Google Ads or anything like that. But there is.
Yeah. Wait,
Okay.
what? No. What? I didn't mean to answer any of that. I don't know what happened
He
there.
has no idea what he
I have
just
no
said.
idea. I don't-
He doesn't know.
what I was
Well,
just-
there's got to be like a channel that you can pay for advertising your podcast. There's got to be something that they could do banners or maybe put your podcast at the top if you pay a certain amount of money.
It should be. I mean,
Yeah.
it should be.
We haven't seen anything like that at all.
Okay, well,
And we've
I'll
been
do
on
my
YouTube
research.
since day one,
Okay.
and it
Yeah.
may be a lack of like really looking,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
trying
that-
to do the
yeah.
research, but
Yeah.
It's got to be out
we
there.
haven't seen
Yeah,
anything.
it has to.
If not, just do Google Ads.
Yeah.
Because Google Ads, I know they have a category for podcasts. I
Oh,
checked.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Okay.
We'll have to look into that.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
So what the fuck is that?
It's a buddy
This?
of mine. He's talking to me.
Oh.
Dude, I
we
know.
were talking
man.
shit.
Hey man, I get fucking messages from dudes on Facebook, and like you guys need to stop doing whoever the fuck's doing this. Seriously.
Oh, tell us more.
No, it's like grown men sending me like weird porno fetishes shit, man.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
Like if you're
I'm sorry, first off, but keep going.
yeah. No, there's a couple
I
of
was
guys in
looking forward to
particular that I'm not
I
going
was-
to mention their names, but he oh my
Jerry
God,
Smith.
dude. Yeah.
That's a good name. That's a good name.
He sends me the weirdest fetish videos, and I'm like, why are you sending me this shit, dude?
Was there one with like feet and butter? I'm
No,
sorry.
no, that's nothing compared to the
Oh,
one.
it's worse.
Oh,
He sent me this video of this girl, and she's getting ready to masturbate, right?
Okay.
And she has an eel, like an eel looking snake type of thing. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Can eels breathe outside of water?
For a little bit.
Good question. Yeah, I don't know.
For a little bit.
It looked like an eel.
Really?
It looked like literally like an eel. So I don't know if it was
Some
an actual
hentai
eel
shit,
or if
yeah.
Oh, that might shock.
it was weird. But anyways,
Yeah.
right when she started putting the fucking condom on the eel, I was like,
No.
which
The face or the
fuck.
other way? The tail?
face.
Really?
And then when she went towards the vagina and started, and the eel was just
So-
like doing
Oh,
the thing.
hell
So it was
no.
a real one?
It was a
was
real
real.
snake
So-
or whatever the fuck it was.
Or eel,
Yeah,
whatever.
What
or
the
an eel.
fuck?
Time out.
Okay,
What-
well, now I know
No.
why she put a condom on it.
Yeah.
And that was my first question because I thought it was dead
First off,
or
what
fake.
makes
So this was
somebody
Asian.
do this?
This is an
Yeah.
Asian. It
Had to be
Yes.
Asian.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. There's
This
no
is
fucking
Mark-
Did I say the
way.
race?
No.
Oh my
he knows.
god, dude.
He knows.
That's awesome.
He knows all cups of tea. What makes somebody do that?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. That's insane.
That's
So
what
yeah.
makes anybody, not even Asian?
hentai porn is like massive in Japan.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And that has to do with eels and squids and
Really?
tentacles.
So they do
Yeah.
sexual things with.
With animals.
With-
but not
with
real
those-
ones. I've never heard or
oh,
seen
okay.
it.
No, this
I
one
mean,
was
it's
real
just
as fuck.
comic book
It was
stuff.
real
It's
as
like
fuck, dude.
that's
it was really gross.
Wow.
After that, I went off on the dude. I was like, man, you need to stop sending this shit.
Shit,
bro.
yeah,
This is
that's
so
crazy.
disgusting.
Was it all pound signs? Because that's what their language looks like.
Well, and here's the thing. I know what you're
Pound,
thinking. Why?
pound,
why don't I
pound.
just block them? Right.
Right.
Well, I know.
But you want to see?
Yeah,
I have
you
like
know,
more-
yeah.
and,
You want to see more?
and secretly, there's something in the back of my head.
Like, what else can you say?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell him no, but this eventually
But
is gonna
hey,
be good.
quit sending me
material.
Yeah.
So
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah.
Is that
all right?
Quit sending this stuff? Question mark.
Yeah. And being a comic, yeah, you kind of like you're fishing for that material.
Oh, yeah.
So you keep it there on the back burner.
Keep
a little
talking about
bit.
that for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Crazy shit, man.
That's insane.
More podcast material.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Now you have two avenues.
There you go.
Good stuff.
So is your goal for the comedy, the stand up and all that? Is that like for long term, full time? Is it just?
Yeah. What are you looking for?
That's a good question.
Okay.
You know what? I don't really. Okay, so
haven't really
I
thought about
have
it?
a goal, but I never really thought about that. But my goal is to build a foundation on YouTube.
Okay, that's good.
I want to build a fan base on there.
Yeah.
I want to have a lot of followers.
Yeah.
Then I can write my own ticket.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Then I can book my own tour.
Well, yeah. Then
yeah.
you could be like an actual, one of those YouTubers, right? That
Yeah.
are basically
Yeah, YouTuber.
touring,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Exactly.
And
Which I
that's-
don't care.
people do that.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
As a matter of fact, there's a comic that I work with, or that I have worked with. I still work with him, but we don't do things consistently. But we did a couple sketches together, and he's allowed me to perform for him and open up for him at the Improv. Is Eric Schwartz.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Name
a lot of people
sounds
say I
familiar.
kind of look like him too, which is crazy. And it's funny when I'm at his shows because people come up to me like, "Oh man, you were awesome, man." And I'm like, "I know you're not talking about my set. It's okay. You're talking about Eric. It's
Yeah.
cool." And they're like, "Oh, you're not Eric?" I'm like, no, dude, I'm Michael. But thanks anyways.
Thank you.
Yeah. And
Thank
I
you.
just knew, like, it was so funny because
know.
as like the
You
lack
know.
of self-confidence that I had at that moment.
Right.
But I already knew what they were fucking talking
I know.
about. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, dude. I'm not mad. It's okay.
But that's really good that I mean, not everybody has that. The
true.
sketches that you do, and you
Yeah.
have that acting background that helps you with doing those sketches.
Well, that-
and the video,
That
stuff,
and the editing, I mean,
all that
you-
stuff.
you-
that
it all
is
comes
awesome.
together, man.
Yeah,
You definitely
yeah,
have what
dude.
it takes for sure to make
That
that
is
happen.
really
for
good.
Sure.
Yeah, and I was trying to find my platform because when I first started, I was doing Facebook, and a lot of people were weirded out by what I was doing,
Oh, okay.
especially family. You
Oh,
know,
really?
they're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Because
Yeah.
and I was smoking a lot of weed at the time, so I was just like high, and I was like,
You're
"Fuck
just
it, put
staring.
the
You're
camera
just
there."
staring, you're staring at a clock.
Yeah, I just
What
did
is
some
this
stupid
15
shit.
minutes?
Yeah, people just didn't
It's art.
understand.
It's
man.
art.
Yeah.
It's art.
It's art. Yeah, the banana with the fucking duct tape and shit.
That's
Yeah.
actually pretty good at that. Having the sketches, being able to do all that background with the editing, all that's gonna be
good.
really good. Yeah,
It's gonna
man.
work out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's
And
like
this-
almost like it would be Emmy award winning.
Yeah.
yeah.
Boom. There you go.
So
That's
yeah,
really
there's a
good.
lot of things that I'm working on. I mean, my following on YouTube is obviously very small right now. It's
Yeah.
not like where I want it to be, but in the next
In time.
5 years,
Hashtag
Yeah.
in
You'll
time.
get it.
Yeah,
You'll get it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Keep grinding.
Yeah, for sure. I just got to keep going. And I did music for 20 years also. I was a rapper, DJ, producer, and I did all that stuff, and I took that very seriously,
Yeah.
but I gave up
Okay.
because I had a kid and I was just like, oh, I'd rather be a father. You
Yeah.
know? Like I'm gonna do the right thing,
Yeah.
be a dad and stuff. You know, and I had opportunities to go on tours and stuff, and I didn't want to
I
do it.
bet you regret that.
I do, but here's the
I
thing.
meant that to be
Oh,
funny.
so-
but-
I do regret it. No,
Yeah.
actually, I do regret it because, but looking back, I realized that was just a setup for
Yeah,
me,
for this.
for this.
Yeah.
Because
That's
now it's
awesome.
like I have 4 music videos so far on my YouTube, and again,
Damn.
filming, editing,
Yeah.
doing my
Yeah.
performance, my
Everything.
music,
Yeah, that's really good,
producing.
bud.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna start doing more original music because I
Yeah.
can still rap.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm gonna go and just start. I mean, I haven't. Like I've been thinking about it for 8 years
Okay.
because I gave it up 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's really cool.
Finally getting back into it, man.
So how many? So since you started the comedy, or was it before that you started doing the sketches on YouTube? Were you doing the sketches first and then
You know what's so funny about that? Because I was doing I started the sketches before stand up.
before stand up?
Yeah,
okay,
for sure.
Okay, so you were doing sketches already.
But when I started doing the sketches, it actually came from my buddies at work because I was working with these guys and we would always do stupid shit and say funny things, and then I'm just like, hey man, that'd be funny in a movie. Like I could see a movie scene.
Yeah.
And we would plan out the movie and we'd be like, yeah, and then the guy walks in and we would have this like crazy elaborate like concept of a
Right.
film. And then I was just like, man, I was like, if I could just find somebody to do these roles, dude,
Yeah.
like I would totally film it, you know? And it was all talk at that time. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to fucking do it.
Yeah.
So then I went and I was just like, man, what if I did like little 30-second or like 1 minute
Yeah.
sketches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
of our ideas that we're talking about?
Yeah.
So I went and I did those and they came out like really funny. And
Yeah.
I put like sitcom music to them and
Yeah.
even had like sound effects and all that shit. And now it's like, I enjoy doing it, man. It's so
Yeah.
funny to me, dude. My biggest dream is to make a movie, a comedy.
Oh, comedy
That's
movie.
like
yeah.
my ultimate.
Ultimate. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Above
cool.
comedy, above stand-up. Sorry.
Yeah.
Do you have any like ideas floating around
I
with
do.
how you do?
You
Nice.
do?
I got-
So he's already-
have you wrote anything like or
I
do you write it, or like you want hopefully have somebody to write something for you and then put it together?
I'm the kind of guy that I want to do everything myself.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I've always been that kind of guy because
So you're not open to other ideas?
I am.
You
That-
are. You are.
That's
okay.
yeah. That's a different monster though to me.
Okay.
But I have a skeleton already that I have built, but I haven't really put the whole thing on paper yet. But it's all in
It's
my
right
head.
there.
It's all in
Yeah.
my head, you know.
Yeah.
And I have access to one famous actor that I can
Wow.
easily
That's-
pay and.
That's
you
good.
know,
That's a.
I did a couple of sketches with Debo from Friday.
Oh no!
So,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's on my
good.
YouTube as well. So
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
yeah, it was a commercial we did for Lolo's Chicken and Waffles.
Ah.
And I told the owner, I was like, I'm only gonna do it if number one, you pay me, and number two, I'm in the commercial.
Nice.
Because I wanted to put it on my YouTube. You know?
Yeah,
And he was
yeah.
like, yeah, sure. He knew I was a comedian because I did comedy there, and we used to do a show there and everything. And he called me up, and it was cool because in the shot, if you watch the video, I play the host, and then I'm like, hey, sir, welcome to Lolo's. How can I help you? And he didn't tell me that he was gonna grab me. And he grabs me by the shirt and he like picks me up over the counter. He's like, what you got on my chicken and waffles? And dude, I was like trembling, man,
Because he's still big, right?
he's
still
strong,
big.
dude.
Yeah.
His hands are like this
Yeah.
big. Like,
Yeah.
He's not as big as he was in the 80s or
Yeah,
90s,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
a monster, dude. And he's just has like an intimidating stature.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh
But-
yeah. Fuck yeah.
Behind closed doors, he's a cool guy.
Is it? Yeah. I can imagine.
That's
that.
very
He is.
cool.
So
Wow.
you helped him get his new bike recently?
Yeah.
He found his bike.
He
Good.
finally found his bike.
Good.
He actually gave me a lot of advice, man.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and it's funny because I have footage of it. Like I put my phone down and I pressed record,
Oh,
Yeah.
and I was just recording the whole
nice.
conversation. But I don't know if I want to put it out. It's like
Yeah.
one of those.
No,
that's
no.
like,
Yeah.
just
Well,
between
keep
me
to
and
you.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's a cool dude.
I feel like
cool,
that would be
dude.
like a
You can
video
always go
you'd
back
wanna-
to it. Yeah. You can
yeah.
always go back to it.
I always
Yeah.
go back
watch
to it,
it.
watch the conversation. It's like
Yeah.
30 minutes worth of
Isn't
stuff
it-
that I can
Isn't
watch.
that so surreal? Like actors like that just willing to give you advice.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
did you approach him to even ask, or
No.
maybe even just give a tip or anything? He just started.
I was shooting a scene, and I was over the owner of Lolo's, and he was on the couch, and I was
Yeah.
like standing above him, and I was shooting him, and the guy was just like, man, you need to get off the tripod. He told me, Debo was like, you need to get off them sticks, man. He's like, go handheld. He's like, I've never worked with a director that does those kind of shots with a stick.
Really?
Oh,
And he's
okay.
like most of the directors I work with are
Well,
all
do
about
it.
the handheld.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
I didn't think about that, but
That was good.
and then he told me that he worked with Quentin Tarantino. He's worked with
yeah.
the
Wow.
director of Warriors, that movie Warriors.
Oh yeah.
He said that was his favorite director of all time,
Really?
like to work with. Is the guy that did
Really?
Warriors,
Yeah.
because
And
he
not
learned
Quentin
a lot.
Tarantino.
Yeah, not Quentin.
Wow.
I mean,
Well, you would think.
he
I
talked
mean,
really well.
I mean, a
about
lot of people talk so much about.
Yeah, but
Very
Quentin
high.
Tarantino, he's
Yeah.
But it could
weird.
be. He is weird.
He likes
He
feet.
can be weird.
He likes feet. Oh,
He
that's
does like feet.
that's a funny story that was brought up.
He does.
Because the commercial that we did, the second one that we did was with John Jay from John Jay and Rich.
Oh.
And he was in the
okay.
commercial. He's next door neighbors with Lolo, right?
Oh, okay. I didn't know
And,
that. Cool.
So he was there, and he asked him that question. John Jay asked
Like the owner.
Debo.
Yeah. Oh,
hey,
Debo.
does Tarantino really like feet, man? And then Debo tells him, he's like, I don't know, man. He didn't like my feet though. He never gave me a foot massage.
Yeah, I never made him rub my feet.
Yeah, and he's like, "What the fuck? Did you hear that shit?" Like for some reason, like he didn't know that
Yeah.
rumor and shit.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
You didn't like my feet.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah. It was a good experience, but
That is awesome, dude.
he just gave me a lot of advice, man. He was just telling me, don't be afraid, man.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Fucking-
if you ever have an idea, you got something you want to do, he's like,
Fucking
just
do
go
it.
fucking do
Go
it,
for
man.
it.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
no
I
fear.
agree.
And that's
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 good.
what
That's
that's what he does, you know.
That's good.
Yeah, that's a common thing that people say that have been successful.
Yeah.
It's like you just got to tackle it head on. You
Yeah.
can't.
You just go for it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah,
Don't stay at your job and work that 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Quit.
yeah.
Go
Like,
do your thing.
Go do something.
Motherfucker, look at him.
Yeah.
man. Motherfucker, look at him. man.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah.
also convenient enough for me to grow an audience on YouTube because I have a family, But
Yeah.
and I still want to have that balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd still want to pursue my dream, but I don't want to lose my family over it.
Yeah.
Right,
No.
right,
right.
It doesn't
I mean,
have to be that
no, that's
way.
what I say. It
No.
doesn't have to. Yeah. No,
No.
it doesn't have to.
So
You can do both. You can do both.
I'd rather build an audience online. It'll take me a good 10 years,
Years.
hopefully, maybe less. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
What were you considering other avenues other than YouTube? Like, what is the other one? Not Venmo, but whatever. It's
Snapchat.
Snapchat's another.
I've tried everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Everything.
It's just YouTube work better.
YouTube is great for me because I have so many ideas as far
Yeah.
as videos. I do reaction videos.
Yeah.
I have a 12 episodes in on my Nerd Dad show that I do where I go places
No.
with my kids and
Do you do it all under one channel?
Yeah.
Oh, so
I have different
everything's
playlists.
Okay.
all
Okay.
broken down into different categories. And stuff.
Okay.
So if you're
Wow.
into stand up, then you can watch all my stand up clips. I have like 1 or 2 minute clips on my stand up. And the way that I edit them, I do a lot of branding on there and stuff, but it's all edited and very entertaining. It's not, just slapped together and stuff. I mean, I'm an editor, so
Yeah.
Right,
No.
right,
Right.
and
Right.
then I filmed the Fermunda show when I'm doing it, but sometimes we have technical issues again,
Yeah.
with the cameras and all
Yeah.
that shit glitching and fucking
Right,
freezing.
right.
So not every episode is captured, but I have a lot of material. I have tons
Of
of stuff I
material.
haven't even edited yet. So,
Really? Wow,
Wow.
that's pretty good.
yeah. But my goal is to do one video every day. at least.
Okay. Yeah. That's
Oh,
really
nice.
good. Yeah.
Good.
That's really good.
It is a good goal.
Yes.
Exposure.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's
So-
exposure.
And then the
exactly.
algorithm picks it up. It'll recommend it to other people.
Yeah.
And then if you're running ads, what's really cool, a lot of people don't know this, but you could do remarketing campaigns with YouTube. So if you're running a campaign, right now I got a video, I'm up to 126,000 views on one of my videos.
Damn. Wow.
You made Mark cough.
Yeah. Wow.
I know, I'm coughing myself too.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of views, dude.
Wow.
Yeah. So I've
'Cause isn't it in the YouTube world, and like every 10,000 views you can make money in a
It's,
sense, right? Is that what it is?
Well,
No.
it's a lot different than that.
it's different
Is it?
now.
Is it?
They made it to where you have to have 1,000 subscribers minimum to even monetize.
Okay.
Right? To even qualify for monetization. And then you have to have 4,000 hours of viewership every month, which is a
To
lot.
make
That-
money. That is a
that-
lot.
So that means you have to pay for ads.
Yeah.
They make
yeah.
it that way. So you
Of
can,
course. So
Pay
it's
for
hard to
ads.
make
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Then wow.
but it's an investment though.
Yeah.
Because
Hell yeah.
here's the thing. I talked to a customer that had 1 million subscribers and they were spending $5,000 a month on advertising, right? But that was going to get them
To the
the
next-
amount of views they needed
Yeah.
to be able to keep making money with
Yeah.
YouTube. So
Wow.
Yeah,
What-
it is an investment.
Yeah,
for
It would
sure.
have to offset for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
it will. I mean, if you're making 10,000 a
There's
month
a
on
million.
YouTube,
Yeah, I know.
If you invest in
million
five.
Five, hell
subscribers,
yeah.
million subscribers.
Mhm.
you're paying $5,000. You should be making
bank.
for sure.
If
So-
you're able
so-
to invest 5,000
Yeah, exactly.
and back into it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And I'm sure at that
It's either
time,
that or you
5,000
need to
is
start opening toys.
Yeah, like
Ryan's
that kid.
Toys, man.
Let's do
that,
it.
That kid makes like
Dude,
over 20 million a year.
26 million
26
he
million.
made this
Yeah.
year.
It's crazy, man. And all his toys are available, which I just bought my son one from Target.
A
so-
plushie.
Yeah, no, it was
Plushie
the
or
big old
the-
egg.
Oh, yeah, I know
my
what you're
4-year-old
talking about,
into
yeah.
that shit, dude.
Yep.
They have them at
Last year.
Build-A-Bear.
Yeah.
Last year I bought my kid one.
The egg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The egg.
I can't.
My niece got one.
Dude, they're
this year.
$40.
It was 35
Oh, okay.
because it was like Black Friday when we
Oh,
got
they
it.
have
So, yeah.
$5 off. That's
Yeah.
cool.
So-
That's a good deal.
So
a good deal.
saved money.
Yeah.
You stood in line for that.
No, because I went to go get it was last year, so I went to get I think it was a razor or something or whatever was on sale, like an electric razor that was like 35 or $45.
Yep, that you're not using.
Well, the kid is sort of, but it's
the
not
kid, the
charged.
kid. Oh.
Yeah, for me. and then I got him one because it was there. Whoops, sorry. And then it was there, and then I bought an egg
Okay.
for
Did
each
it
of them last year.
Was it a golden egg?
It was gold. It was golden.
Okay.
Yeah.
We only usually do these for a little over an hour. That's where we've been sitting at. So as we wind down with everything, I want to appreciate that you came out.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thanks,
having me.
man.
Awesome.
I
No,
appreciate
that
you
was
guys.
awesome,
Thank you.
dude.
Thank
Where
you.
can we find you on social media?
So definitely to start off with the YouTube, it's the Michael Cardoza, it's THE Michael Cardoza, CARDOZA. That's my handler for YouTube and for Instagram and for Facebook.
Nice.
And then
Okay.
do you have any shows lined up for comedy or stand-up or anything like that?
I don't.
Not
Okay.
right now.
Yeah, I usually just book like, whenever I can. It's
Yeah.
not. I don't have anything like far in
You
advance.
just do like,
Oh, okay.
an,
anything
you do
that.
like an open mic kind of thing, or
Sometimes I'll
Yeah.
do Monkey Pants every other Tuesday in Tempe. We just did a show last night at Stir Crazy. That was amazing. And we sell out that show every single
Single
time.
time,
we do
really?
it. Yeah, it's pretty
I've
awesome.
heard good things about Stir Crazy.
Stir Crazy.
Yeah,
is
I
amazing,
know.
man.
I've heard him a lot.
Yeah,
I love that.
I've heard a lot.
The acoustics, the
Sounds good.
sound.
Yeah.
It's like because it's important to a comic to be able to hear the laughs from the crowd.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
It's distracting a little bit if you're not focused and you're not, have a little bit of experience in that. But
Yeah, that's Albert. That's
yeah.
Albert.
but when you
Yeah.
perform in front of like an outdoor audience, for example, or you're like in an open forum audience, like
A jail cell?
or a jail cell.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even better.
On the bench. On the bench.
Echoing, right? You can't hear the laughs.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Oh,
and then you
really?
think in your head, I bombed
Yeah, that nobody's laughing
because
at.
nobody's
Yeah.
laughing, right? But then when you go back and watch the video, you're like,
Oh shit!
fuck, dude, people was cracking up over that shit.
Right,
It's
right.
weird, man. Weird.
And we'll put all the links on there
For sure.
when we post it out.
Thanks. Oh, and if you follow me on Facebook, I post all my shows on there.
Oh, awesome.
Events.
I did
invite
actually. I
everybody,
just started.
so,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
That's awesome.
So you would say that jail got you ready for Stir Crazy.
Oh, most definitely.
It prepared you for Stir Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It gave me a lot of confidence. Just performing in front of knuckleheads, dude.
That's too funny.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, thank you for being here, man. Really
Thanks,
appreciate
Michael.
it. No, really
Awesome.
appreciate it.
Appreciate it. So yeah, and also I do want to plug
What?
my podcast,
Yes.
the Fermunda Show. So
Where can we find that?
you can find that anywhere.
Fermunda.
iTunes, Google
Oh.
Play, everything, Google Podcast, yeah, everywhere. What is it
And
called?
Mondays, right? Mondays when you guys do your thing typically.
Every
And
Monday.
then you post probably Wednesdays, maybe, or like
well, just this
Tuesdays?
holiday season.
Yeah.
But
so
starting
now-
this next Monday, it's going to be every Monday from that point on.
Nice.
Okay.
Very
Okay.
good.
Nice.
Awesome.
Check them
Thanks.
out. Good shit.
Make sure you guys like, subscribe, do all that stuff on your favorite podcatcher for both his show and our show.
Square dance, hugs and kisses.
Mouth up.
Awesome. That was a great show.